From the Wabash Valley Chevy Dealers Sports Desk, here's Jack Burney.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the IHSAA Cross Country State Championships taking place Saturday at Laverne Gibson in Terre Haute. 500 boys and girls runners across the state competing for a state championship this afternoon. We'll start with the girls race, which got started around 2:30 p.m. 249 individual runners tightly packed at the start, including Northview senior teammates Elia Hayes and Ginnister Grant. The individual girls state champion ends up being Indian Creek sophomore Libby Dowdy, who crosses the line in 17 minutes and 6 seconds. But the story of the girls race locally was Northview's Elia Hayes, who finishes in 16th place with a time of 18 minutes and 15 seconds to earn all-state honors. Hayes' 16th place finish at states is the best finish in Northview program history. Recent Indiana State commit and Linton senior Peyton Smith also cracking the top 40, finishing in 38th place, crossing the line in 18 minutes and 44 seconds. And Hayes' Northview teammate Ginnister Grant grabs a 101st place finish with a time of 19:20. And how about a pair of Eastern Green Thunderbirds rounding it out? Liliana Blaze and Esther Crane also finishing in the top 200. An impressive showing for several Wabash Valley runners in this year's girls state championship race, highlighted by Elia Hayes' all-state finish. The boys race kicking off today at Laverne Gibson at noon as 250 individuals participated in the state championship race, including Northview's Jasim Grant, who's competing in the state finals for the 4th consecutive year for the Knights. In the end, it's Brebeuf Jesuit senior Cameron Todd who's going to take home the individual state championship with a time of 14 minutes and 55 seconds, sub-15 time for Todd there. The top local runner in the Wabash Valley was Northview senior Jasim Grant, who finished in 103rd place with a time of 16 minutes and 15 seconds. His best finish of his 4 state championship races in his high school career. South Knox's Calvin Crabtree finishes in 113th at the state championships. To college football now, the Indiana State Sycamores making the trip to Grand Forks, North Dakota to take on the 15th ranked Fightin' Hawks. ISU still looking to break into the win column. It's the Sycamores getting the scoring started in this ball game. Cade Chambers threads the needle to Tice Farrell for a touchdown to give Indiana State a 7-0 lead middle of the second quarter. Fast forward all the way to the fourth quarter after a UND interception. The ISU offense cashes in immediately. Justin Dinka takes the handoff, hits the hole, off to the races, 39 yards to the house to make it a 21-16 game after that touchdown. After a North Dakota touchdown, ISU looking for a quick strike. They get just that. Check out freshman quarterback Elijah Owens hitting Dakota Caton in stride. He bounces off 2 defenders and sprints into the end zone for yet another Sycamore score. That makes it a 5-point game at 27-22. Less than a minute to go in this one. Indiana State looking to punch it in for the lead. Owens hands it to Dinka, who follows the O-line, gets in for the go-ahead score. Indiana State scores 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. They reclaim the lead at 28-27. Ensuing 2-point try. Owens rolls right, finds who else? It's Justin Dinka wide open for the conversion. ISU takes a 30-27 lead with just 47 ticks left. The Fightin' Hawks drive down the field, though. Line up for a game-tying field goal. CJ Elric steps up, drills a 32-yarder. We would go into overtime. Indiana State gets the ball first in OT after failing to get a first down. It's Jake Angelic who steps up, drills a 39-yard field goal attempt to give the Sycamores a 33-30 lead. ISU needs to keep UND out of the end zone to extend the game, but they can't get it done. Tommy Schuster hits Quincy Vaughn for the game-winning touchdown. Sycamores give number 15 North Dakota all they can handle, but ultimately come up short. ISU falls 36-33 in OT. Finally, how about the Rose-Hulman Fightin' Engineers football team, also in action today at Cook Stadium, looking to stay undefeated in conference play. As we take you there, they welcomed in Hanover for an HCAC showdown. After a Hanover touchdown made it a 10-point game, they kick it off to Rose-Hulman. All-conference returner Jalen Hobbs on the return makes a couple of moves, weaving through defenders before being brought down just shy of the 30 after a 49-yard return. Not the last time you'll hear his name in this highlight. Later on the drive, it's Miguel Robertson finding Grant Reperta, who gets into the end zone for a touchdown. That extends the Fightin' Engineer lead to 37-20 in the third quarter. The Rose-Hulman defense also stepping up and making some big plays in the second half. Check out Ryan Schmidt here getting into the backfield and stripping the ball from the quarterback for a strip sack. Thought Rose had a chance to recover it here. They don't recover the fumble, but possession would stay with Hanover. Hanover trying for a field goal later on the drive. It is no good. The Engineer defense stands strong. They get a big-time stop. Fourth quarter now, more from Jalen Hobbs. I told you he wasn't done making plays. Fields the punt in the 16 and goes to work. Weaving to the sideline, cutting back across the middle. Eventually, he's going to take it 84 yards to the house when it's all said and done for a punt return touchdown. That makes it 44-20 Rose-Hulman. Fighting Engineers go on to win it by a final score of 44-39. Got a little closer in the fourth quarter, but they win and improve to 5-0 in HCAC play. That's a wrap for sports. It's the Reynolds Wrap right after this.